Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Slipways, where we're on an upward trajectory. There's no denying that, so I'm sure today things are gonna go splendidly. What is this? Holding the line. The anomalies are getting worse, threatening to completely consume this part of the galaxy. That does seem like a problem. The sector was once the center of forebear activity. Now a growing space-time rift threatens to consume the sector completely. Its growth is accelerating rapidly, and unless we take measures to contain it, it might affect this entire region of the galaxy. We have 25 years to surround the anomaly entirely with rift walls. But the mission is instantly lost if the rift ever touches a colonized planet structure or slipway. Okay, so we just gotta build a big fence around the anomaly. Pylons should be supported from a nearby planet with their upkeep dependent on the planet's level. You can build them in open space, but such pylons have a high upkeep that grows with each pylon built this way. Okay, well. On this one, it doesn't look like we're necessarily interested in anything special. This might be just like try to do a good job. Just try to build you a functioning society. So wave augmentation's real good. Quantum sensors are real good. I do like the Vittori. Quantum computing obviously is great. It's not necessarily like trivially obvious to grab it now that it costs money, but it still seems really good. The Dender have access to culture a little bit earlier, but you have to pay a population point effectively to get it. There's like ups and downs on this. Like obviously having another resource that can be sent to literally any other planet can really help you move planets up levels, and losing a point of population does also make you lose a point of unemployment unhappiness. So it's valuable. It's just you got to make sure you have enough people worlds if you go that way. But that's not off the table. The Euphorians do have gene adjustment again, which I love very much, as we all know. The Sylphids seem like they don't really necessarily have anything to recommend them. Efficient is interesting. All Forge World planets producing more robots, usually, is obviously very good. What else do we have here? Bakar. Deep drilling can be good. We do not have a lot of money management technologies, which makes me feel like the Euphorians are even more valuable. I think let's try this set. Pretty sure I want scientific fleet, and then we need something that's going to produce money. Any planet with a planetary project earns 35% more trade income combines very well with the culture hubs, because it will tend to be the case that the culture hub planets are exporting like everything they can. We don't have any other planetary projects that we're likely to build very early. Enlightenment is interesting as well, although the only place you would want to build the Enlightenment project is on worlds where you also might want to build culture hubs. That's a little awkward. Brain machine interface is a project that is actually of value. Yeah, social capital plus brain machine interface is actually really interesting. Oh, except we're probably not going to be able to take advantage of that because those are all going to be really low tier projects. Well, whatever. I still think this makes sense given what we have. The culture hubs alone make it good enough, I think. Okay. So is this an indication of its position next year? Probably. Let's take a quick look at these. Prosperity, tasks, happiness. You earn stars based on how many of the pylons holding back the rift are supported by planets that are successful. And okay, how early you actually get the containment done. And it's pretty generous. 3771 for 5 stars. So tell me about these pylons. Two pylons placed close enough form a rift wall, stopping the anomaly from spreading beyond them. Should be supported by a nearby planet with their upkeep dependent on the planet's level. Okay. So, what we probably want to do here is sort of like pick a side and try to wall that side off as quickly as possible, and we can build directly beyond that, and then we can sort of like chase it in the other direction a little bit. Because we're going to have to start building somewhere over here pretty close to it. It's not actually an option there. Okay, interesting stuff. So, the fact that we pulled a remnant world nice and early is awfully useful. I mean, it's uncertain whether we'd actually be able to support life on this ocean world. But if we do this, we have to pylon off the rift on this side pretty fast. But we can probably do that. How much does it cost? It's 10 to build the pylon, and then I'm sure the upkeep is going to be a total goddamn nightmare. The only danger here is we don't know for sure that we have a source of minerals. Interesting. Okay, so we can have this be Robot World. Then we're sure we have everything locked up. Minerals to robots to food to feed here. Yeah, I think that's okay to do. So the Dender might potentially give us tasks to increase the number of population or food, the number of workers or food. The Aphorians could give us tasks to do like goods maybe. So I think we actually want to set up these two worlds after we see our first year's tasks. So let's do this and make that connection. Aha. I'm gonna do this. This is just like a goods world. So there we go. We're halfway on that already. Okay. We have some basic functionality here. Now, we're going to build an experimental pylon. We're probably going to walk this back. I just want to see it happen. So when we build it like this, it's got 6 upkeep. This planet is supported by... Okay, we don't have to draw a slipway. Okay, there's just an indication of support. So, if we can get water to this world, it'll become successful and it'll be able to support its pylon like over here really easily. And we could potentially get water to this world from there, if we think we're going to be able to build the pylons out fast enough. So that's interesting. We don't want to put that down just yet, but it's good to know. Okay, there's the science necessary to get quantum sensors, which we absolutely do. And then, yeah, we're only going to be able to get one of either brain-machine interface or culture hubs. So we'll make that decision. We'll have to make that decision at some point. So there's a question as to whether we can support this world. Because if this world can be a people world, then it can send people to that world for water, which means we can make this successful. We can pylon out here and then hopefully pylon... Oof, that's a little... We probably should not be trying to do that. We can get water from this world. Right? That's pretty easy to do. So... people to minerals, that's a little risky. People to minerals to robots. No, wait. People to minerals to robots to water to that. So the problem there is that the line between Stevenson 2 and Lore 8 makes it impossible for me to use the robots to send food from here to there. If we do instead... This doesn't work, right? That's got to be obstructed. No, it's not. Oh, interesting. Well, then that's the solution. And then once this is a robot world, it can send robots down here to get food. And that actually, like... Yeah, that's awesome. And then we can produce goods and stuff. Yeah, this is great. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just allow Perseverance 3 to get eaten, potentially. Let's set this up. So we want to go robots, water. Robots, water, this thing. And then I'm out of dollars. I just want to see. So that puts it in support mode here. We want to be able to draw the rift wall, right? So we're going to do like that. Okay, it cuts the support cost in half. We don't actually have to put the pylons up until they're properly needed. So for the moment, we can just keep building out and setting up our stuff here. So that's going to accomplish a goal. Oh, actually, sorry. Let me undo that connection just in case. So get 2 people producing planets, 2 successful. I mean, we have 2 that are pretty close already. Import hubs versus establish your first lab. We should probably establish our first lab, even though I could use the $80. So this world will become successful as soon as we send another point of population out anywhere. And we do have some places where we can potentially... Ooh, well, you know, this could be a culture hubs thing too. That might be how we solve that. But we should get a lab up. The lab could also be how we solve that, actually. In fact, will this planet ever produce... No, it will never produce another point of minerals. That's a bummer, because I was kind of thinking like a lab right here eating 2 points of minerals could be cool. Well, here we can do this. That gets that world to successful and also gets us income, which is valuable. And then to make this world successful, we have to bring in chips and bring out robots. We're going to have to put up the pylon on this side soon. And then we go like pylon to pylon, and then we can have another pylon over here. Yeah, we can create a sort of a basket for this side of the rift pretty quickly. So how do we want to build this lab? I think I need more information. Okay, so we have a couple of points of population over here and a food. So we could potentially set up another people world nearby and then do some lab shenanigans on this side. I am noting that we do not have the ability to make goods anywhere that could ever reach this world under any circumstances, basically, which is obviously pretty bad. It might be the case that this year is the year. We have to set up the pylons. And we don't have any asteroids to destroy or anything, so we kind of have to just hit end year. And then I think, yeah, do that. So here, let's put this one up approximately where we know that we want that to be. And then try to figure out what is the range we can... Do I draw slipways between them, or... Placed close enough together. Okay. It shows. Oh no. Is that... Yeah, that's supported. Okay. So that's really bad, though, because that means we have to build another pylon up here. That's going to hurt. We can have that be supported. We can do this. Well, I mean, you know, in theory. But that had to happen this year, probably. Okay, there we go. A little bit of growth. So, probably C. Rebuild a planet crusher or dismantle it so it can never be used, and then it's just happiness. I'm fine with that. Doesn't have any costs associated with it or anything. It's pretty cool. We are out of money. We're just fucking broke. Okay, we can do that. This is a tricky situation then. Being this broke, we really need to set up a lab. Food lab. Food lab would be so good. So, this planet's gone. There's no way I can afford to do minerals over here. This can happen, but it doesn't have to happen yet. I was just making sure that we were actually protected. We totally are when we need to be. So we've gotta feed some stuff together here a little bit. The fact that it's impossible to produce goods anywhere near this world does suck. This world kind of can, sort of. Probably what we need to do actually is reveal a bunch of stuff over here. Okay, so that's information. How much is Culture Hubs? I'm debating whether we need to take brain-machine interface instead. So the Culture Hubs won't help us get any of our people planets too successful, because the problem we're having, without exception, is the lack of goods. But it will help us get other planets to successful by giving them a second income. It's just you need to have enough incomes and enough exports, and all of the needs also have to be met. And it's that last part that's going to be a problem for a lot of our worlds. I am more and more thinking that maybe we should just take brain-machine interface. It's a huge pain in the ass to spend the money to build that. But it's going to boost the trade income of any planet we build it on by such a large amount. It is a real shame we don't have more worlds where we have a lot of exports going on. Single worlds. Because we really need them. Okay, show me a bunch of stuff over here. Okay. So, what I'm thinking is, if this is a people world, we set up minerals here to do the trade there, to robots there, to food there, and then connect like that. It's a little awkward. What I was thinking is we could use goods here to make this a successful people world, which missions us, and then we could also do a lab involving this mineral world and that mineral world. But the part where I draw a line that does this kind of breaks that. Shoot. And we can't really save you. Can we? We'd have to get 2 points of minerals out of it in order for it to become successful, and also water. But the water can happen. Actually, this might be fine. It's going to be very expensive to do it, though. Because we're going to have to, I'm sure... It won't even let me practice placing the rift. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, I think. And I think I want to do that instead of just going straight to gene adjustment. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeesh. Yeesh, you know? Looks like we have to do this. And we have to do this. Sorry, you're obstructed until it's supporting, and then it's not. Oh, actually, it still obstructs. Can I? No. So actually, this may not be doable, then. Yeah, I don't think we can do that. All right, let's undo those. But we're still going to build that rift fence, but we don't have to build it yet. But yeah, that world is just too close, so... I could just not use these goods to feed that world. Oh, interesting. No, I can't get population from here to... Damn it. There's another mineral world there. But I think it's too close to the rift. I don't think it's savable. So... Crud. So crud is what I'm saying. Alright. Let's go ahead and set this up. Lab is so expensive. It is so expensive to lab. Oh my god. 2 months costs 15. So I want to do one more thing first. I want to build this so that it finishes right after the new year and we don't pay the upkeep, but then we can get the science out of it as quickly as possible for... Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, it goes like right here, and we can feed it. Yeah. Yeah, this is right. It just sucks. Does it take time to do this? It doesn't. So that gains... We spend $10 to gain $10 per year. And that'll be the case on any world that has triple exports. We can do it here, and it won't quite gain us as much this year, but it'll be really good next. It'll be boosted to 3 exports next year. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit this button. We're gonna have a couple of weak years here while we fix some stuff, but I think in the end it's gonna be all right. Okay, and that did work the way we expected. No, it's only exports that go to another planet, I guess. Every resource delivered to another planet or structure earns dollars, but it doesn't include labs, I guess. Which is fine, it's just, it's not what it says. So... We don't get the 3rd point of minerals until we get water. I do need to get you water. You're going to become a food world. You're going to become a robot world. We're never going to get this world to what do you call it? We are never going to get that world too successful. It's just not going to happen. We probably have to look at building these fences a little bit further now. Yeah, because we're getting to the point where I guess it can wait 1 more year. So we don't have to pay the upkeep for it. That being the case... I guess, hold on a second. We could just build the lab. Oh, that's not going to work. Here we go. We can build the lab here. Oh, no, that doesn't. I was going to say, so that we could send minerals to this for goods and make that happen. But never mind. That doesn't work either. We can trust this to be the source of robots for our food planet, but then we have to actually get a population world somewhere that can support it. I guess we can dig a little bit and see if that looks like it's possible. Okay, that's doable. It's actually very doable. Okay, so then this can be minerals. This we can afford to, or this could be goods. We can afford to make this goods, so we can actually accomplish our goals here, while still building the lab the way we built it before. Cool. And then this planet has to support the next rift structure, which is fine. Yeah. We're good. We do have to get water over to here before this all works. We'll figure it out. We at least know a way that it can happen. Yeah, this has to be mineral output because, or mineral input, because 2 of the points of robots here are spoken for already. Okay, well, we'll do that in a minute, I guess. Do I have any ability to make money? No. No, I don't. We do have enough money to send out a probe, though. Trying to dismiss that. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to get gene adjustment when I hit the next turn button, which is obviously high value. Okay, feeling a little better. Probably have to build this. Okay. And does this... Okay, yes, we can build a pylon that will reach. So that goes there. This goes here. Dollars. Okay, hold on a second. Let me prioritize these a little bit differently. Because I want this. We still have to get the food before the extra point of population appears. I was just thinking, I want to connect to the forebear ruin. But this is the only way that that's gonna... Okay, alright, it's fine. I do need to actually construct the rift way over here, too. Yeah, that's bad. Well, let's make sure we actually do it. Could you not do that? Wait, why doesn't this connect? The slipway actually gets in the way. Hold on a second. Yeah, to take this to its maximum distance, it's just going to have to sit kind of out in the open. Well... we could build it there, and it could be supported still. It'd be so nice if we could get this thing to be successful. I guess, why have I not done this? Turns into robot. Ugh. Super not what I need. Let me do this real quick. Turns into energy. Yo, that's way better. Seems like a no-brainer. But hold on. Because the thing is, what we could do instead is send it here. And then we could get goods potentially, like we have ways of generating goods up here. No. I want this mission done. We need the resources from it. Improve yearly science output by 6. That's probably doable. That's pretty doable. It's going to be a little while, but it is doable. And then these both suck so much. Two-way trade is such a... There's such a small number of places where it works. How do I mean, I think I would rather have this, honestly. I don't like it, but I think that's right. You don't always establish that number of two-way trades over the course of an entire game, is the thing. Okay, so... this world's never going to be successful. We can build this thing and it can be supported, but it can't be successful. I don't know what we're going to do from beyond that, but I think we have to worry about this first. So... we could try to run a pylon up to here. I'm like looking at the situation and trying to figure out what makes sense. What we could do is we could make this a water world and also potentially make this a water world with the robot from the Forebear Ruins. And then we could do a water lab up here. I don't know that I think this will ever get to successful, but it can at least be established and provide support. And what we end up doing is running a second pylon here. And then, wait, let me make sure. I had to do this in such a way that I can still build the slipway too. Like there. And then also here. Let's make this as far out as we can. Okay. I mean, that's pretty fenced in. We're paying a lot for it now, but it's pretty fenced in. And I am gonna pay a lot of money to set this up. Because we need more science. Okay, that's going to help a lot with us actually getting to quantum computing, which I'm pretty sure is the next thing we're taking. As much as I love wave augmentation, I don't know that we are going to have time for this. So... we're out of money. We have enough money to do a single planetary upgrade. Is there any place that we are going to be outputting enough? I mean, here, right? Oh, the planet has to be successful before we build it, though. And we did build it here already. The fact that the planet has to be successful first actually really hurts. This is not a terrible place, for one. Yeah, we'll just pay some money to... pay some dollars to gain some income. And then... actually, this lets me do it again, but also I don't actually... sorry, I can't actually do that, though. Because we don't have a fourth successful planet 13 years into the game. Are things going badly? No. What would make you say a thing like that? Alright. So. Robots. That's a thing that should happen. Does this reach? Ah, obstructions. Okay. It'd be cool to figure this out. I think I figured this out. Oh, we're going to take a hit on that, though. Okay, it's not too bad. Oh, shoot. Sorry. No. I can't draw a line across here because it prevents me from getting the minerals to the place they're supposed to go to. In fact, let me explore a little bit. That can't produce... Oh, they can produce water. But it needs robots to do so. Awkward. This is a little troublesome. So what I'm thinking here is we could do... We could do people to robots to mechanized harvest. But the problem with that is that we don't necessarily have a way of making this world stable. Yeah, it doesn't have a way of generating the other point of resources it needs. Also, actually, while I'm looking at this, we should probably build this fence because it's gonna get cut off next year if we don't build it now. Oh no, can I not connect these? Okay, there we go. And that supports. Okay. We're doing pretty well on the fence, actually. This part's working out okay. So what will I get when we do this? We'll gain 8 science immediately. That's handy. This won't give us anything immediately, but it will be our 6th mission, right? Yeah, we're at 4 tasks now, so. Oh, also I should probably have a plan. I guess it's not even really worth revealing that because there's no way we can make use of it. Should have a plan for closing this side up a little bit more too. If we had a people world over here somewhere, we could feed water to claim F6 and then feed that water to the lab, which would be cool. This mineral world can't reach the forge world, which is a shame. Because, like, we could easily do chip exchange. Let me see a little bit more over here. Okay, that's interesting. So my desire to make this a people world is even greater then. It's a little awkward, though. There's no way for us to get the biomass necessary to turn this into a food world. I can't do robots to food here without breaking the water thing that I was trying to do. Yeah, that's awkward. I am going to take this, but we're probably not going to actually use it right away. Even though installing it on our 2 labs does get us mission completion, it's expensive. We do have to wait a minute. I really wish that you could still drag the stuff out to test the positioning, even if you couldn't afford it. So I'm just trying to see here. Does this... No, it does not. So if that was a place that we actually owned, it could support the ring. Oof, we're doing terribly on this. We're not actually going to end up doing too much better, I don't think. I mean, this can be a water world. Actually. This hurts because it's going to take us up in empire size, but I do think it's worth doing. So it does peel some upkeep costs off of that, as well as, you know, successful worlds are good. I'm getting distracted. My feeling is that the rift is probably going to sort of like bow outward and be supported by these worlds, or the fence rather. And I think that that's probably good. It's just a matter of doing that in such a way that we still have money coming in. Not trivial. We could machine interfacing here. Yeah, I wish I could just destroy this planet. We do not need this planet. Can I do this? Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. This is still supposed to be happening. We still need to get minerals to this world, or it's going to be a long-term issue. I can't be sending people out from here, which means this world realistically can't become successful. Because we don't... Oh, sorry. It can become successful. We can do that, and it becomes successful. And now, actually, I only need to do quantum computers in one place to get this thing finished, which is interesting. Our next tech after that is, like, certainly self-hosting AI, which will not be very far from. Actually, destroy an asteroid to do that is a really good use of the rest of the year. Yeah. Okay. And then we just barely don't have enough money to send out a probe. Think I'm just hitting end year. But we get to start the new year with the higher tech level, which is obviously valuable. I mean, we could pick up enlightenment. And that could be how we deal with some of our goods needs over here. This planet would still need a second input to become successful. And that input would have to be food. Oh no, reduces the number of imports. Actually, enlightenment's great over here. It reduces the amount we're paying for 2 of these, and it bumps this percentage up a fair amount. Yeah. It's actually really good. Okay. I'm cool with that. We can pick up self-hosting AI next. That's all well and fine and good. Okay, so fence has got to keep getting built. I want to contribute more science to the science lab, but we don't have to. Maybe it ends up being the case that we have to do this. We have to monoculture farm because it's the only way to get food for settling. See, we could do minerals to robots to food here, though. And then do people, water. Yeah, that's totally the move. I was trying very hard to get these forebear ruins, but I think we're just going to have to not do that. And unfortunately, we're going to end up with a very half-assed build here as the year transition occurs. Does it make more sense for me to spend some time building brain-machine interfaces in some places? Are we really only... Oh, we're only outputting to one non-lab thing here, yeah. The earlier we get this fixed, the less it will, or this rather, the less it will contribute pain to our overall situation, our overall unhappiness situation. And one thing I suppose we can do is we can do this to just make this happen earlier. And then this world can accumulate unhappiness while this world's unhappiness is fading. And so the move is unhappiness neutral. But we probably have to wait until next year to do it because I don't want to lose all the money. Or no, we're just at the beginning of a year. We can't wait until next year to do it. But we're like desperate for cash. Like, it's very bad, actually. That's a real shame. We can definitely make a people world over here. I'm just not sure if it's actually useful to do so. Because, like, this is really simple, right? And then we connect and connect. We have to wait for money on that one. Actually, what we do is we check this first. Oh, interesting. I was planning to just use it for money, but market the artifacts as novelties and learn about forebear culture are both actually really good. This world can already get goods. I'm going to take the money. We're going to use that money to build this world up into something functional, get a bunch of extra successful planets. And then that can happen. And can this reach... It can. So this could become a chip world. This could become successful. And then this world has 3 successful neighbors and just can never get a 6th import or export, I think. Pretty sure that's right. We could build the worst lab in the universe for prosperity purposes. It's not entirely off the table. Just like build it down here and feed it a person and a water. It does nothing except take exports. But yeah, so that's good. That's stuff that we needed to get done. There's so many places where I just need like a little bit more money. And with only $10 left, there's not much we can do at the moment to increase our income. Oh, why would I do a chip world to make this successful when it's not going to matter? If I could instead make this a robot world to do the water, to do the, like, we solved this problem is what happened. Yeah, that's right. But we don't want to institute new costs right before income time because our costs are already bad enough. Right, we'd have absolutely no money, so we definitely can't. This would be too much. But we get asteroids by doing this, so that's actually good. How much is that? 9? Can we get another? We can. Okay, so that's good now. Everything's chill over here. Unhappiness is falling. There we go. We could even set up a biomass lab, really. Can I make this work? Is there nowhere? Here we go, here we go. Yeah, that's interesting. I probably should just run goods to this world instead, though, right? We don't need another lab, probably. Yeah, that's more incomes. That makes sense. And then this world's remarkably close to being successful, or prosperous rather. This world's only at 4 imports or exports. Yeah, okay. That's all good and interesting. And we're not really in a huge hurry over here because we're going to be building the pylon wall out. So that's why I'm not stressing too much about that. I'm just trying to get trying to get us back into a place where we have enough income to do things. And I'm pretty happy with the way it's going, honestly. Let us perhaps send a probe and then end the year. I don't even know that we... Like, I guess it would be good to know what's over here. Yeah, partially because it might be asteroids. Yeah. Okay. This goal is gonna totally kick my ass. Okay, let's try to figure this out. So how do we want to lay these down next? I mean, do I want to send out more probes? I might just end the year. I probably don't want to send out more probes. I'm going to call it. All right, let's start setting this up because this is, I mean, we're getting close here. So this is a water world. It is. Yeah, this is how we do that. Okay, it is at least established. It is providing support. Okay. We don't actually know how we're doing this. It's probably like this, right? It's probably a second post here. And then now we can connect to this one. Yeah. Oh, self-hosting AI before the end of the year. It's just free. It's free science. And then this world takes, like, this is really good, obviously. And there we go. Holding the line, 5 points. I feel pretty okay about that. I was gonna do robots. No, this is good, actually. This is good. So robots, connect. We're out of money. We're not out of money. Everything's fine. Okay. And then we're gonna build this up too. Accidentally completed that. Excellent news. This is really easy to do. That could happen. Okay, and then we do robots make goods. Out of money. Damn it. Always out of money. But I'm pretty happy with, like, a lot of the way this has gone so far. So every successful people producing planet just gets a free point of culture that we can use for stuff is probably the way to go next. And I think we want to... Oh, this is rough. We're going to end the year. We're going to buy this upgrade. Make those things happen. There's no way for us to get chips here. We do have to, like, we have to set up another goods world, but we can absolutely just minerals and then goods, right? Like, it's fine. The green stuff lab. Do we have space for a green stuff lab? Because it'll cover a lot of the science distance that we need to make up here. The technology that we're going after is a dender tech, so we may not actually pick up another Vittori technology. Months in the year aren't really like... We're running out of money a lot of years still, so it's hard for me to imagine this being very valuable. Another thing that's hard for me to imagine is prosperous worlds happening. It just seems unlikely. Well, you know what? Once this world's producing input, actually, could occur. We can make some prosperity happen, probably. Oh, I was supposed to do this. That's gonna help with some things. Let's send out a probe over here. I was really hoping for asteroids. Okay. Delivering water gets us most of the way to our goal, and then all we have to do is set up a lab that does anything new. It only needs 1 point of resources. So the single biomass lab is actually totally possible. Let's grab this. So now we have some floating culture we can play with. So yeah, this world is at 5 of 6 already. It'll be fine. When we output this, we have enough exports. This world actually is also good. Will also be good if we can just get that going. So we have to get a third. We have to get it connected to a world that's successful, which we can't do. That's a problem. Yeah, I don't think we can connect this to a third successful world. That's obstructed. It wouldn't matter anyway. We can't make that successful. Oh, I think we're going to run into this problem in a lot of places. My point, though, is that we don't need either of these to gain... It's not particularly important which one of them gains an output. Do you have... Okay, you have the machine interfacing built already. I guess actually that doesn't matter either, right? Yeah. That's annoying. But here, we're going to do this. Please send the people. Okay. Task. You know what's worth a lot of dollars, actually, is finishing this. Hooray, 80 bucks. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. None of this stuff's going to happen. There's no point not taking them, though, because they don't deduct any points now. Okay. Shit, I mean, may as well. Yeah, that actually was pretty valuable, because that was output 5 for that planet. If we can find one place to put minerals, we're actually in position to get some prosperous stuff going on here. We can totally do that. So I do not know what our next move is. Sleep replacement. Oh, you know what? Maybe sleep replacement should have been before universal harmony. In fact, definitely. Definitely. That was an error. That was foolishness. Okay. So making this a chip world would let me export a lot of chips, but it wouldn't actually make any of these planets successful. I mean, at this point, we should just start cashing in, right? So feeding a culture to you makes you prosperous. You would still need an additional import or export beyond that, which could happen. So if we made this a people world, We could send food and minerals. Yeah, I don't hate that. So you go like this, two-way trade, and then this happens, and that makes you prosperous. Then you need one more neighbor to flip. Which can happen. Right, because now we can do this. That makes this world flip, which makes that world prosperous. Yeah. We have very little money. But I think we're basically out of time as well. Only 15, huh? So let's see here. We can... What else can we do? You are at 5 of 6, so you need to be fed. And you also need a world around you to... Another world that you're connected to flip. Life would be so good. So good if we could do that. You need this world to flip, realistically. There's nothing around here that can take in a mineral. That's really awkward. And we have to have a second export route, or else that world won't jump over. We could settle this world, make it a chip world, send out chip, send in water plus person, have to send the other chip out somehow. We could chip lab. You're only connected to one successful planet. Again, my kingdom for the ability to... So we could do a slipstream relay. Can that work? It's expensive, but it's pretty good. And then you need to be connected to one more. We need to send out this point of culture to a place where it causes the planet that it hits to flip to successful. And we do have access to a relay now. We could relay for that. Let's see. Or just any successful world that you're not currently connected to. Like, actually, can I get a relay down that connects the two people worlds? No. That's a shame, because that would actually solve a lot of my problems. Well, this world's not going to get prosperous anyway. Yeah, too much chip need over here, and unfortunately the slipways prevent any one good chip world from serving multiple others. So we're at 4 right now. The next prosperous world is a point. We're also at 108 happiness, and 110 is a breakpoint, right? Yeah. So there's maybe like 2 points available. We maxed this. If I could get another supporting world to successful, maybe we could push that over. It would be like chips to here is the only one that we could do. Yeah, because most of them need to output more stuff as well. Chips to here also obviously would be cool. Yeah, the vast majority of these would have to have additional exports that we can't set up. So we probably cannot change this. But one more planet getting prosperous somewhere is potentially worth 2 stars. So let's see if we can make that happen. You're 2 planets short? Yeah. So, like, bouncing a slipway between these 2 worlds and having them exchange culture won't work. You're 3 planets short. You're just 1, and I want to believe that's fixable, but I don't see how. Actually, that's interesting. I wonder, would it be possible to connect these 2 planets? How many slipways does it take to connect those 2 worlds? So this shit gets expensive. Am I allowed to do this? No, we don't have the money. Yeah, I am thinking that we might not be able to flip that one. Over here, we can't really get a connection. You could connect there. No, you can't. Never mind. All these planets are built in such, like, frustrating places. It's like this one's at 4 of 6. So we could build a slip relay here, connect these 2, and then send both of our points of culture to this world. And it would flip this world. That's not the worst thing in the universe. Right, yeah, because that does take me to 112. That only gets us to 19 points, which isn't the full 3 stars. And that's very sad. But I can't imagine we're going to generate another point. I guess this would be the only thing that could happen. If upgrading 1 planet got us to 75%. But is there anywhere that can happen? I only have $25 left for the rest of the entire game, too, so... We need a second water export for here, even if we did send the culture down to it. I mean, I can... Do I have enough money? No. But this would do that, right? That creates a water need? Yeah, shit. I'm $1 short. Oh no, is there an asteroid anywhere? Is there an asteroid, or is there a place where I can do a $5 settle to gain an asteroid? Because some locations or some industries established for 5, and I don't actually know off the top of my head which ones. This is going to decrease our happiness by some, though. Hold on. Let's just see. So let's unspend the money so that we have the dollar. So if I do this... Yeah, it doesn't matter which one. Then this. Oh, that's exactly all of my time. I wasn't noticing the time. Shit. Well, then I guess we're doomed. That's really frustrating. We're $1 short of potentially getting a 20th point. But yeah, there's nothing to be done. Oh, you're killing me. Because the need doesn't exist until this connection happens. And there's no... Yeah, there's no shenanigans I can do. Hurts. Because we would send this down to here. And then... Here's a question. Can I rewind to the beginning of the year? Yes, I'm actually doing it. Because if we do this now, it creates extra income. And then we come over here and we do all these things, and we have the little bit of extra money. Right, we also need to do this. That went down a little differently. That's fine. It's whatever. Yeah, so now we go... That, I guess, is like the thing that is actually the best. Okay, so that's successful. There we go. 20. And we have $5 left over. And I didn't even have to settle a fake thing for it. There's no point in sending this chip anywhere. I think we're just good. I think we made our 20 points and we're good. Right? Because it's still the case that, yeah, everything is like exactly at a threshold. Do we have... No, we don't have any of the home worlds or anything to do to build happiness. The next threshold's at 125 anyway. With the anomaly contained, we're safe again. But there is no telling where and when another rift of this nature might appear. It does seem bad, because it takes a lot of effort to contain these damn things. Okay, well, 20 of 25, and today I'm letting myself regard that as a good score. It is a good score, right? That's high. We only missed 20% of the points. That's going to be it for us for today, and thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time tomorrow, we're going to be taking on the final new campaign mission, and then we'll probably end the week by actually doing a weekly challenge. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and I really am going to try to make all of that stuff happen. So thank you all so much for sticking with me, and we'll see you tomorrow.